Let the record show that I'm filming more what sold videos right now than I'm filming hauls and unboxings. Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Veronika. I'm a part-time reseller. I sell mostly on Poshmark and eBay, also a little bit on Mercari and Depop. I send items to ThredUp and sometimes the RealReal, and I've been sharing my reseller journey on this channel since December of 2020, and so we're coming up on my 2-year anniversary very soon here. These days I'm mostly keeping you updated on my goal to pay for my kids' summer camp with my reseller income, my part-time reseller income, and I have a whole playlist of videos, you can check it out up here, where I talk about that initial goal and how things have been going through my what sold videos. Let the record show that I'm filming more what sold videos right now than I'm filming hauls and unboxings, so things are actually selling and I'm actually behaving and not sourcing too much. But again, I recently unboxed a 100-pound ThredUp box, and working my way through all that inventory is taking time. And I do have more stuff coming, not from ThredUp, but I'm very excited to share it because it's actually going to be online retail arbitrage / liquidation. So I'm excited to receive that big box that I ordered. But for today, we're going to focus on my sales for the first 2 weeks of July, more or less. We're starting on July 2nd because I ended on July 1st in my last what sold video, and we're going to work our way through I believe the 15th. I debated just separating those 2 weeks, but honestly, sales were really slow during both weeks, so it makes sense to just put them both in one video and keep you guys updated, especially since it's the 19th today as I'm filming this. So I just want to catch up on my sales from these past few weeks. Full disclosure, I was sick pretty much for the entire last week. It's going on 10 days almost, and so I wasn't listing much, so I'm pretty sure a few weeks from now I will see the fruits of that lack of labor, or no fruits rather, because whenever I have a dip like that in my productivity, especially when I've been consistent for a while, it shows. And also during that week, not a lot of stuff sold, which I was almost grateful for because it meant I didn't have to, get up and ship a whole lot of things. But we'll go through it anyways. I had a lot of good bread and butter sales. I had 1 or 2 really exciting sales, one really high price sale that I was very stoked about. So I'm excited to share these. I will share them over here. As always, I'll be looking at my screen, so if I'm looking this way, that is why. So we're starting on the 2nd of July, and the first item to sell was this Ava and Viv top. It was new with tags in a size 4X. I got this from the bins, and together with another Ava and Viv top. I showed it in a haul. I don't remember which one. It may have been the Virginia Beach haul. I don't recall honestly, but I didn't have it for very long. It was listed for about 2 weeks, and it sold on Poshmark for $19. That was an offer I received, and I make a profit of $14.20, and this is a Target brand. It's a plus size brand. It was new with tags, but that's a pretty good sale, especially since it was clearance down to I think like $8, $9, or $10, which I took off the clearance tag. But good sale if you find Ava and Viv, especially if it's new with tags and in a larger size. That is a great pickup if you're finding it cheap enough. My next deal was this Star Wars hoodie, kind of like a comic look print in the front. I got this from the bins also. I washed it. After I washed it, the tag came out. So I still had the size tag and I took a picture of it, but I noted it in the description like, sorry, this has come out of this garment. It was a size medium. I think it was a junior's, and this sold for $29 on Mercari. Now, $29, that includes shipping because I ship for free on Mercari. So after all is said and done, cost of item, marketplace fees, and shipping, I make a profit of about $19.46 on this. So that was pretty good. I was excited for that. I think that was probably my only Mercari sale in that 2-week time frame. I could be wrong, but it feels like I haven't sold anything in forever on Mercari. And then I made a bunch of eBay sales. I sold this Brooklyn Industries all cats graphic tee. This was in a ThredUp box, and I think it was my 50-pound ThredUp box that I unboxed on this channel. It sold on eBay for $15, and I make 10 after fees and such. And then I also sold this J. Jill Wherever collection cardigan, open front cardigan, also on eBay. This sold for $19.99. That was an offer I sent, and my cost of goods on this was $1 because I got it from the bins, and I made a profit of $14.99. My next sale, also on eBay, this is all still on the 2nd, was this Free People Rust Orange Ski Lodge Cuff Thermal Long Sleeve Henley top. I got this also from a box. I think it was a ThredUp box as well. I found a few of these recently, but I did get it in a ThredUp box. My cost of goods for this was $3, and so it sold for $17.01. That was an offer I received, and I make $10.51 on this eBay sale. Then we have my best sale of this 2-week period, and probably my best sale this year so far, and one of my top 5 highest sales ever. So I sold this Ralph Lauren Blue Label, which is not their highest label, but it's pretty good. Suede leather blazer jacket. Very beautiful piece, and I did not source this myself. This came to me in a box, and I don't know if it was a ThredUp box or a Goodwill Blue box. I can't remember. I want to say ThredUp, but yeah, I had like $3 into this, and it sold on eBay for $150. So that was pretty impressive. I was very excited about that. Now, after fees and shipping, because I actually offered free shipping on this just because it was such a high price sale, I was like, yeah, I'll give you free shipping. I make a profit of $118 on this jacket. And once that sale came in, I was like, okay, I don't feel bad about just laying low for a little bit and not being as active with listing for a few days. That's not the approach you should be taking, but you know how it is. So that was a really, really good sale, and I was really happy about that one. Next up, we have another bread and butter brand, and this sold several days later. So I had like a few days of just no sales, I guess. Or maybe I didn't put them in right away. I don't remember honestly what happened there, but I sold these American Eagle high-rise jeggings. These sold on Poshmark for $21. That was an offer Posh and VA sent out for me. They came from a regular thrift store, so I had about $3 into them. I probably picked them up on Dollar Day when I had dollar items, but also regular priced items. So I average out my cost of goods, and I make a profit of $12.08 on these. They were listed since March, so yeah, not the quickest flip, but American Eagle, if they're in good shape, if they're a decent style, if they're cheap enough to pick up, I always will pick them up because they just consistently sell for me. Then I sold another Psycho Bunny shirt. This one sold on eBay, and this one was a funny sale. This person sent me an offer and put a message in like, let's split the shipping or something like that, and I was just like, no, the shipping is what the shipping is. So I sent them, or I just accepted the offer, and then their address was really weird. Like it was almost like an estate in Florida, and it said, it's the big front house, not the small guest house, where like that was literally the address label. It was very weird. I was like, who is this person? Anyway, this Psycho Bunny shirt came from my Goodwill Blue box, one of my most recent ones. It sold for $27. That was the offer I received. I had about $2 into it. So after fees and shipping, which didn't cost me anything because they paid for it, I make a profit of $20. So good, quick flip. That was not listed long, and I sold another Psycho Bunny shirt from that same box that also flipped very quickly. So as I was unboxing those 2 shirts, I was going back and forth whether or not that is a good brand for reselling. The comps were all over the place, so I wasn't really too hopeful, even though I initially thought it was a good brand. And then a lot of you guys commented and said, this is a really good brand, it flips fast for me, pick it up, etc. And yeah, I can confirm. Definitely pick that up if you can get it for a couple bucks, or if you find it in a rescue box that you're ordering, definitely list that. This was a very plain shirt, so $27 for that. That's pretty good. I sold another J. Jill. This was a plus size J. Jill dress that I did pick up from Dollar Day a while ago. It sold for $25. That was an offer to like her on Poshmark, and I make a profit of $15.28. It was just like a solid like charcoal gray wool blend dress, maxi dress in a size 2X. J. Jill, I will not always pick her up, but I will pick her up if it's cute or a good style or really cheap or a really good size, or all of these. And this was pretty much all of these. And then another brand I kind of have a soft spot for, no pun intended. It's Soft Surroundings. It's kind of similar to J. Jill, if you ask me, just sometimes a little more cutesy. This was a tie-dye shirt with sequins all over its front in gray and white. This sold on eBay for $14.99. That was an offer I sent, and I make a profit of $8.99 on that one because it came from a regular thrift store. I think I picked that up in Virginia still. I had it for a while. And then another favorite brand of mine that sold, not for a whole lot, but it was an offer I received and I took it because things have been so slow. This pair of Torrid light wash denim skinny ankle jeans, these sold for $14 on Poshmark, offer I received. I had about $3.50 into those, and I make a profit of $7.55, which is okay for Torrid jeans. I usually like to sell them more in that $20 range, but I was okay with it. Next Next up, we have another sale on an item that came from the bins, and this is a brand I feel like a lot of people would not pick up, but I will pick it up from the bins if it's cute and if it's a decent size and in good shape. It's Zero Exposure, which I think is often sold at Marshalls and TJ Maxx and such, and it's not super expensive. Well, it might retail high, but it doesn't really resell for all that much normally. But this tankini top, very cute, in the size extra large, so good size, that came from the bins, and I sold it for $16 on Poshmark. That was an offer I received, I believe. I probably had it listed for $20. I get $11.80 on this, so good flip, and that was not listed long as well. And then I had another not full price sale, offer to liker on Poshmark on this Marvel Avengers Captain America sort of charcoal gray full zip hoodie. I showed this in a haul. This came also from the bins, maybe Virginia, maybe Pennsylvania, don't remember honestly. This sold for $21. Shipping expenses were $1.72 because that's the offer that I sent out with Posha VA. I think I have it set to 15% off and the $5.95 shipping these days. I make a profit of $14.08 on this hoodie. Then a super surprise sale on an item that I had forever and was basically ready to donate it. The only reason I didn't was because it was new with tags. The only reason I didn't send it to ThredUp was because it's a men's piece and ThredUp doesn't accept men's, so I just kept it in my closet. Didn't take up a lot of space, but it's this Bugatti Uomo. I think that's how you say it. It's men's in Italian. New with tag Bermuda shorts in this tan brown color, just a very basic pair, but a brand that retails high. How much does it retail for? Yeah, these retail for $95, and I got them from the bins a million years ago. They ended up selling for $21 on eBay. I think that was an offer I received, so I make a profit of $16. I sat on them forever, but again, it's $16 I didn't have before, so I was okay with that. As long as it's not every single item in my closet that sits for that long and then sells for $20, I'm fine with that. And then I sold this Zara bralette, lace bralette that also came from, I want to say the 50-pound ThredUp box. It definitely came from one of those boxes. This was a size small, and it got a lot of attention immediately after I listed it on all platforms. I had this listed on all my platforms, including Depop, and this sold for $16 on eBay. I think that either was an offer I received or I was running a sale. I don't remember, but I make a profit of $11 on this, and it's easy to list, easy to ship, teeny tiny little piece of clothing. I love selling bralettes, could do that all day. Okay, then I sold this Athleta mini skirt with a built-in pair of shorts in this dark teal green. This sold on eBay for $17. I think that was also an offer I received. I picked this up from the bins. I remember it was when I went to the bins in Virginia way back when with Shade and Samantha, Secrets of Wanderlust, and I think this was one of the items that Samantha tossed to me. We kept tossing items back and forth. I'm like, here, do you want to sell this? Do you want to keep this? And then she tossed items to me. So I've had it for a while. It sold for $17 on eBay, and I make a profit of $13. So still good. I do like selling Athleta, but this was maybe not the greatest piece of all, but it sold. And I have a much better Athleta sale coming up here soon, which I think falls in this time period, but may not. Next up, I made a surprise full price sale, which was very exciting. These Citizens of Humanity Drew Frey high-rise crop flare jeans in ash gray. I think most of that was actually on the label. Longest name. Anyway, I had a stock photo for these and everything. These sold on Poshmark for $58, and that's probably the most I've ever gotten for Citizens of Humanity. It is a brand that retails very high, but doesn't resell all that well anymore. So I was stoked, and this was one of those sales where you wake up in the morning and an item has sold for full price overnight, and I was like, oh my god, it happened. So excited. So after fees and all of that, I make $42.40 on this pair of jeans. Hallelujah. Thank God for sales like that one. Then I sold kind of a bundle, but not really because it was on eBay, but it was to the same person. So somebody sent me an offer for two Fabletics sports bras that I had just listed. These I picked up from Poshmark. I randomly came across somebody who had listed a whole bunch of Fabletics and Athleta sort of as bundles, as pre-bundled listings. So two sports bra, a top and a legging, a sports bra and a legging, that sort of thing. So I bundled a whole bunch of items to keep some for myself and then to list the rest. And I think I paid $50 with shipping and all of it for all of them 2 of the items I decided to donate because they had like flaws and I didn't see that in time, and also the listings weren't all that great. It was clearly a hobby seller. There weren't all that many pictures, so I knew I was taking a risk, but there were 2 or 3 items in there that I knew would make me at least my money back, and then the rest would be profit / whatever I would keep would be mine. So I listed these 2 sports bras, and I didn't have a size. The seller had them listed as an extra large. I measured them, I put them up on my mannequin, and I listed them as large to extra large and said, you know, there's no size tag, Fabletics, you know, the usual. So it was this sort of coral red Perry sports bra, and I have found stock photos for both of them, which was helpful, with these side cutouts. So that one sold for 15, and I make a profit of 8. And then the other one that sold, again, to the same person, so I was able to invoice them for both at the same time and reduce the shipping a little bit, so they didn't have as much into that. And I think I still made like $1 on shipping because I overestimated how much it would cost. The second one in this bundle was this Fabletics Porsche medium support sports bra in this green lagoon color. Again, found a stock photo, made it look good. And this one also sold for 15. So I think all in all with shipping, they paid 35 bucks and some change. So I make 8 on each bra after cost of goods, marketplace fees, etc. So those were good flips, and I didn't honestly expect it from those 2 items specifically. So I was very happy that they sold. Okay, then we have another item sold the same day. They all kind of sold like within half an hour. All of a sudden I was making sales on eBay, and I'm like, oh my god, eBay, you've woken up, thank you. This pair of Active USA New Attack olive green little stretchy casual shorts. This is a very cheap brand that's sold on a lot of kind of like cheap clothing websites, and I would never pick it up myself, but it was, I think, in a Goodwill Blue box. It was New Attack, so I figured I'll list it for like 15 bucks or so, and took an offer of 10. I had $3 into it, I think, $2 or $3, so I make a profit of just about 5 bucks, but that's fine. Then another good sale where I received an offer on Posh for $40. I had them listed for 50. These Pour la Victoire little loafers, mules with this rabbit fur accent. They were leather. I got them in a thread-up shoebox, and I was very excited for these because I knew this brand retails high, and they were in fairly decent shape. They still had like the parts of the sticker on the bottom that showed the price, and I think they retail for like $2.25 or something. So somebody offered me $40 on Poshmark, which I accepted immediately. I make $27 in profit on these with thread-up shoe boxes. Cost of goods is usually between $5 and $6. I think this may have been the one that I got on sale. Don't remember, but that paid for most of the box, and then I'm pretty sure I sold some other shoes from that box. I would need to go back and film an update video, which I have to do with a lot of my thread-up boxes, but yeah, good flip. Happy that these sold and that the buyer is happy with them too. And I sold an item that's very unusual for me, and that's been sitting in my house for like the longest time. I picked it up from the bins at some point here in New Jersey, so maybe not that long. But it was just one of those random things, so I'm like, oh, this is cute, let me just pick this up and toss it in. This Sack Roots little wallet / wristlet, except it didn't have the wristlet strap. I had this listed for maybe, I don't know, 18-20 bucks, and Pasha VA sent an offer to liker for me on Poshmark, and it sold for 15. So after cost of goods and all of that, which was like $1, I make a profit of $9.28 on this. I mean, why not, right? And then my good Athleta sale from that little bundle I purchased on Poshmark was this pair of Athleta Salutation Stash pocket shorts. They had the full style name in the back. They were in excellent condition. You could tell they were not worn, or maybe worn once or twice. So these sold for $34 on Poshmark. That was an offer Pasha VA sent. I think I had them listed for 40, which I thought was very high, but hey, 35 for Athleta shorts, that's pretty good. So I make a profit of $20.48. So between this and the other sale of the 2 sports bras, I've almost made my money back, and I still have a few more items listed. I kept a sports bra for myself, and I have interest on some of the other items that I got from this Poshmark seller. And then another really good full price sale. Again, there were a few really good sales. I didn't make too many sales in terms of items that sold, but I sold some items for really good money, so I was happy with that. This Free People, what was it called? A Nuke embroidered boho mini dress in this ivory white with blue embroidery. This sold on eBay for $45. I get 35 after, nope, I get 34 after cost of goods and such, and this also came from a thread-up box. I pulled this out and thought, so beautiful. This was the 50-pound box, so I only had $2 into this item. Yeah, so that box is paid for already and has made me a profit. can tell you that much. Okay, also on the 15th, I sold this Oakley utility Moto jacket. I've had this for a while. It came from the bins. I unlisted it and sent it to the Real. They sent it back to me, and so I just relisted it, and it sold for an offer on Poshmark that I received for 20 bucks. I was okay with that. I think initially I probably had it listed for like 40 because Oakley is not cheap, but I don't know, it was so random. I make $15 in profit on this, so yeah, that's okay. I just had it for a really long time. And with that, we've wrapped up my sales for this time period. I hope I didn't forget anything. Last time when I filmed the video, I realized I had somehow forgotten one or two items that I hadn't marked as sold in Vendu, which is a problem because that's how I delist items from other platforms. But when I went through my Poshmark sales, I noticed like, oh wait, I sold this too. So I'm going to double check, and if I missed anything, there will be room for that right here. But let's hope that's not the case, because if it is, then I need to, you know, go over everything at the end and update my totals, etc. So let's hope I didn't miss anything this week. I could have just prepared better and checked, but I did not. I spontaneously decided to film this video. So let me actually pull up how much I made in this 2-week time period, and then I'll also give you an update on where we're at with our, well, my goal to pay for my kiddos' summer camp. So between July 2nd and 15th, I sold a total of 25 items. That is way less than I sold in the previous period, as you know, Vendu compares it for me, so the previous period, they consider June 18th through the 1st. So I sold 25 items, which is about 16 less than I did in the previous period. I also listed a lot less. I only listed 20 items as opposed to 51 in the previous period. But my average sale price went up, and that's largely due to that Ralph Lauren jacket. So my average sales price went up to $27.80. In the previous period, it was $22. So not bad. My top selling brands were Athleta, Fabletics, and Free People. Also J. Jill. I sold 2 items each for all of those. So how much did I make? In revenue in this 2-week period, I made $694.99. In profit, I made $486.10. So for a 2-week period, that's not great. But I will take it. I mean, there's really nothing else I can do about it. It does get me closer to, of course, my goal of paying for summer camp, for my kiddos' summer camp. And let's look at that real quick. We started this endeavor on June 1st officially. And so far, having covered the period of June 1st through July 15th, so a month and a half, we are at a total profit of $1,513.90. So we're about $236-ish away from hitting that goal of paying for my kiddos' summer camp. So by next week, God willing, and a creek don't rise, hi Glamour, by next week, hopefully, we will have hit that goal. So tune in again next week for my next What Sold video. I hope to squeeze in a unboxing video between this and the next What Sold, but we'll see. I'm waiting on an order, a delivery, so let's see what's happening with that. I will be filming some update videos now that I'm feeling a little bit better and feel like I can actually sit down and watch myself unbox, split up boxes, and do some math and see how much is actually sold from those boxes. And yeah, hopefully at some point I'll go back to the thrift as well and share some hauls and fun finds with you guys. I also wanted to give you a quick update. I know when I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I told you there would be a giveaway, and there still will be. It's just I have a specific plan for that giveaway, and it depends on other things to happen first. So I will share more about that when the time comes, but there will be a giveaway for my channel to have hit 1,000 subscribers and getting monetized and all that good stuff. So thank you again so much for being here and for subscribing, and if you haven't already, you should. If you like this video, then like the video, and I hope to see you again next time for another reselling related video on my channel. This then. Cheers!